Hello
Go.
everyone, welcome back to Komiks Kwentuhan. Today we are graced by one of yung mga special guest natin. If you are familiar with FHATE Comics, a dynamic manga influenced comics creators group around the early 2010s. Tama?
Yes.
2010s. Yung founder nila, si Ma'am Amjie, isang guest natin ngayon. Currently now an engineer in Japan and a manga artist by night. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hello,
Yeah.
guys. Hello, everyone.
Thank you for yung time na nilaan mo for this kwentuhan. Kasi a lot of people have been asking me about Fate. Marami nagre-request, where are yung Fate artists? Sina Win, sina Tarot, sina Tonyo. Pero nga ang sagot ko, even if I do not write it down, is parang I want to interview all of them, pero I wanted to interview you first. So ayan, sa wakas napagbigyan na tayo ni Ma'am Amji. So
I'm
para
really
siguro ma'am, para sa mga hindi
yes.
masyado familiar with the work, since it's been 5 years na rin that you've been
Yes.
gone from your local scene,
Yes.
might as well introduce yourself better with what you did before.
Hello, guys. So, previously in the Philippines, I'm the founder and the leader of FHATE Comics. So, I have been here in Japan for 5 years. So, previously, I've been doing a lot of comics and also have drawn for in Pink Dollar Comics in USA, and also have been drawing for line uh line comics. Also, I've been doing that one. Actually, I have a lot of projects way back then in the Philippines. Then when I transferred here in Japan, I have to study for Japanese. That's why yeah. But I have been doing a project right now in Japan. It's purely in Japanese. So the target will be published next year, hopefully. But right now it's a little secret, so I can't say anything
You
about
can
it.
say
Sorry
anything more
about that.
about it.
Yes.
So, yan. Right. So, for yung mga gusto talagang makita yung works mo before, have you guys ever put up yung pages nyo anywhere else?
Um, I have put up my works in web comics. So maybe I have 3 or 4 comics there in web comics.
Sa
And
Webcomics
then
Alliance, is that it?
yes, a
Ah,
line we have there. And then the others were published in US, so I'm not familiar where it
mm-mm,
is published. I think they have a link previously. You can find it in my DeviantArt as well.
mm-mm. Okay. So, yeah, we've gone ahead a bit. So, usually mga questions na tinatanong ko would be, how did you get into drawing and making comics? Yeah. Hindi naman obvious na mahilig ka
Ah,
sa
no.
comics,
Hindi
no?
obvious. Hindi obvious. Promise. I have series of interviews, and the question is always you don't like comics, right? No, I don't like it. I'm not a avid fan of.
So, yan. Kwentuhan mo naman may konti with yung childhood mo and how you got introduced to yung medium na comics.
Um, Kasi nung bata pa ako, I remember my mother once told me that when I was young, about grade 1, binibilhan niya ako nung maraming papel, tapos sinusulat ko lang nagdo-drawing lang ako, nagdo-drawing. Then kahit yung wall namin, kasi puro caricature. Even when sa Philippines, yung bahay namin, siguro andun pa rin yung mga caricature sa wall namin. And then mahilig kasi talaga akong magbasa. But siguro yung pinakauna is yung I remember! Wow! ano nga yun? Yung, Funny Comics.
Funny Comics.
Yes! Funny Comics. That's the first one. Nagda-drive kasi yung father ko, driver siya. So, every time na pumupunta ako sa dumadaan siya doon sa may bilihan ng comics. As in, tumatakbo na yung nagbibenta ng comics kasi alam niya, nabibili si Papa. Tumatakbo na yun! Oh, ito na yung Funny Comics. Those were the days.
Yung Funny Comics din, yung one of yung mga local influences mo. That was the 90s. I suppose.
Yes. Tapos,
so, even then, mahilig ka na talagang, aside from reading, I suppose, mahilig ka na rin talaga mag-draw.
Yes, super.
And mahilig ka nang gumawa ng comics by then? As in,
Yes. Parang, if I remember, if my memory serves me right, I have been making comics when I was first year high school. I had my first comics. First year or grade 6. I had my first comics, but the poses that I just knew back then was just like that. And I was not good with drawing. Yeah. And then I made my first story, and I let everyone read my story, and they were like, "Amjie, why did you make this story?" I cried. I was like, Ako gagawa ng comics na nakakayak? No, that's impossible. And then I tried reading my comics, and then I was like, ang lungkot nga, wait, ako ba gumawa nito? That was my first one.
And you were in grade 6?
Yeah, grade 6, first year.
So, you said yung first na comics that you ever did was a sad one.
Yes.
Talking about influences, what makes you think, what influenced you to write such a sad story?
I don't know, maybe because we're very poor. And then to be honest, I was a little bullied when I was in elementary because I was small and we were very poor. And then I was very, very small. Very small. When I say very small, ako yung isa sa mga even though valedictorian and first honor ako, as in maliit ako tapos maitim. Tapos alam mo naman pag mga grade school, high school, yung mga kaklase mo is matatalino, mayayaman, and then matatangkad, mga beautiful. And ikaw, parang very poor, walang pera. Yes. I had that kind of experience.
So you were in that position. That's why you created something very...
Maybe.
Very sad na ganun.
Yeah,
pero
maybe.
were you following any creators then that you really look up to?
No, actually, I don't have any creators that I actually like. Wait. I knew Rod Espinosa when I was in third year. Rod Espinosa. Third year high school or fourth year high school. I forgot. But that was the first time I saw the work of Rod Espinosa. And then he was working with Hainaku,
Yes. Yung Psycom na reprints ng Antarctic Press.
Yes. And then he made a tutorial there how to make action scenes without the speed lines. Yeah, that's the first time I actually studied how to work with speed lines.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
So si Sir Rod
Yes,
pa yung one of yung mga first
Yes.
yung parang yung tutorials niya dun sa local na magazine na yun was the one that pushed you to improve your work pa.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, all throughout grade 6 to high school, you continued making comics.
Yes.
Uh, ang next question ko is, when you joined Comic Con as an exhibitor, was that during your college years na, or were you already graduated na?
I can't remember because I've been trying to with Funny Comics, I've been trying also to submit my comics
Mm,
in Funny Comics, but I'm not that good by that time. So I did
so,
not.
wait, when you try to submit sa Funny Comics, did you like physically go to their offices to?
No, because I was in Bacolod.
Yeah, that was my question. Say, I do believe that if you had been physically been able to like go to their office,
No,
I'm
no,
quite
no, no,
sure that they would have given you a chance
no, no, no,
to
no.
to do a story. Kasi it's almost the same stories with our other creators. Even as early as 13 years old, 14 years old, when they went there,
Oh,
they weren't like really stingy with giving out opportunities, especially with somebody like you that you were already doing a lot of comics. And this were like mga they just tried to do yung first na comics nila and then they went there. According to the stories nga ni na Sir Stephen Segovia, they were very helpful with anyone actually that would come through the door. They would like give
oh,
you a sample script, a short story to work on.
oh,
And
nice.
parang sure ako na kung if you had the chance and you were in
Hmm,
Manila and
yes.
you like went to the offices, you'd probably be published by Funny Comics as well.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Kasi medyo mahirap if it's a long distance work
Yeah, yeah.
relationship.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
When I went in Laguna, actually when I started Comic Con, I was in Cebu.
mm.
I was
So
already in
you
Cebu City.
travel from Cebu pa?
Yeah,
To,
yeah.
wow!
Yes. And then oh, that was actually a very hard process because Fate everyone is around the Philippines. Um
Oo nga eh. Kasi, di
yes.
ba, most of yung Fate members, marami sa kanila actually not from Manila.
Yes,
They
yes,
come from
yes.
different provinces and not
Yes.
really like just from the Visayas region. So,
Yes.
no, which is would I was leading up to that question actually, how you got to gather a lot of great artists to form Fate.
Oh, because I have a co-leader, Edward Jenner.
Yes, he's
We were
still actually
working.
active. He's still working with like other
Uh,
artists.
yes, yes. We were working together by that at that time, and I can't remember how we got so many. Oh, ano, how the artist. I
I
can't
mean,
remember. But
kasi
that
ano yan
time I was in Cebu. But that time I was in Cebu. Haro was Iloilo, and then Laguna. I forgot kung
uh,
nasaan. As in, we were scattered around the Philippines.
yeah, and yun nga, I was thinking, how did the logistics of like maintaining a group like that would entail? Especially, most of your activities are not just limited online. Say, you were joining our event, so you were
Yes,
doing
yes.
books, you're doing art books, prints, and all that stuff.
Maybe
And yun nga, yun, like
passion.
you said, yung first Comic Con mo, you were coming in from Cebu. And
Yes.
Comic Con has always been in Quezon City or in Pasig. So, parang ang ano lang, ang hirap i-fathom yung logistics nightmare mo as one of the leaders ng no, Fate to do all that sort of thing before. And you did a lot. As in, you were one of the more visible groups back then.
Mm.
And masasabi kong one of the best in terms of yung visual styles ng artists.
Yeah, yeah.
More commercially, di ba? As in, if you're like looking for a commercial looking, professional looking na set of illustrators, that would be your group.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Oh,
Yes. My members are really great.
oh.
They are really good.
Yun nga, I'm trying to look for if they can actually see most of our viewers and whoever is watching this video, where can I direct them to like see some of yung group works ninyo?
Kasi, as in, currently, ang mga members kasi ng FHATE Comics is now working for online for other comics sa US. Doon na sila nag-work actually. And then, ako naman is nandito. But still, I have those plans to make to make it again. Like,
Yeah, oo. Kasi parang, nga, totoo
actually,
yan. That's another question that I was gonna ask you.
yeah.
Would there be other plans for get together or new projects with the guys? Kasi parang
Yeah.
ever since yun nga, I'd like to mention then that their group was so great kasi yun nga, baka someone would ask me if their group was so great, bakit hindi sila nakakasama with some of yung mga activities ng Comic-Con like Sulyap and other mga pushes namin with mga great groups like yourself. Ang answer niyan was the last time that we communicated together, si Ma'am Amjie. Ma'am Amjie was slated actually to be part of Sulyap 2 or 3. I don't remember na, but it was 5 years ago.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago.
That was around the same time that you were going to fly in to
Yes,
work for Japan.
Japan,
Sa Japan.
yeah.
As an engineer, Ma'am Amjie is
Yes,
very
yes.
bright and very intelligent na professional. Baka kasi kung ano isip niyo.
Yes. I was actually planning. The problem there was actually me going here in Japan. When I talked to them, I actually told them that I still want a fate to continue. But actually, I think I was here in Japan. They still did the Comic Con convention. I think
some of them did for
Yeah,
a
yeah.
while. Pero it
Yeah,
wasn't really the same.
first year when I was here, I asked them to go to. I actually paid for the table on that one so that they can join the Comic Con. But after that one, it was actually very hard because when I was in FHATE Comics, I almost do everything.
Yes.
Oh, as in, all of them just have to submit me their works. Then me and Edward will have to edit them. I usually do the for printing, ready for printing. I'm doing that one. So, and after that, I have to ask for a vacation leave and then go to the printing press and then for the printing. Yes, I have to do actually everything. That's why when because we were scattered in the Philippines, that's why it's very hard if there's no one that is in charge of the printing and
Yes,
then gathering. And then everything was done by me and Edward. That's why when I went here in Japan, we were in a little bit trouble who will be the in charge of that one. And yes, actually.
Do you remember yung first Comic-Con mo? What
Yes.
comics did you yourself, not the group, created for it?
No, first Comic Con that was already Fate na.
No. You yourself, yung comics that you placed dun sa anthology.
It was Bata.
Ayan. Kasi we're venturing more on yung sa Fate, yung group side. Pero I'd like
Yes.
then we could focus a bit on your personal works that you did while even part of Fate. Ayan.
Yes,
So-
yes. It was Bata.
Have you ever placed those pages up then for perusal or for anyone who wanted to look for it?
The first one that I actually put online is the Katunga. People were actually saying that it's Katunga. No, it's Katunga.
Yeah.
Because it's an Ilonggo term, which
Hindi, yun nga.
is one
I
half.
think most of those who are like, of those who were saying that would be probably Tagalog.
Yes, yes. Katunga. No, 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 no. It's not Katunga. It's Katunga. It's actually means one half.
Okay. So it means one half. Okay. That
Yes.
is yung masasabi mo pinaka-visible, pinaka-known na work mo.
Maybe. Pinaka-known is DDK, Deception of a Demon King.
And you placed it sa
Line.
as a line, yes.
Yeah, sa webtoon.
So, and they can
Webtoon.
still like look at it right now, as in it's still up there if they want.
Yes, yes. But no updates though. I've been busy with my... You can search it up. It was also translated in Russian, I think.
Wow.
Yes. But I I have been very busy and
Well, yes. I mean, it's you're a professional working in another country, so yes, I would assume that you are pretty busy talaga. Ayun nga, as in, sobrang thankful nga ako that you found time to do this interview.
the problem is I have to work, and then after work I have to study as well.
Yeah, yun nga.
Yes.
Kasi you have to study, like, I doubt if there's a lot of English speakers there.
No.
Diba?
Zero. Just one.
So, you really have to, like, understand then their language to, like,
Yes.
work there na mas efficiently. Di ba?
Just one.
So, yan. Tell us a bit of how you approach making your stories and how you approach drawing your stories.
Usually, because when I make stories, it's just pop out of my mind, and then I just have to get a paper and then write them. Yeah.
That's your process. That's the entire process of how you make comics, and basically that makes you a genius. Actually, nothing is ever planned. Like,
No, parang usually kasi during work, that's why I love working. That's also one of the reasons why I love working, because I'm a continuous improvement engineer actually. So I do continuous improvement for everything. What's good when I'm working is that even though I'm working onto something, immediately some things pop out of my mind, and then I have this notebook actually in my office where I have to write, oh no, ideas, and then I just have to write everything from start to finish. And then my boss doesn't know that I'm already writing comics.
It's actually maganda nga actually ano yan. Parang nadideceive kasi yung utak mo, like when you're doing something else, mas fertile yung utak mo for creative things. Tapos hindi mo rin naman alam whenever mag-hit yung inspiration for a story.
Yes.
And maganda yung habit ni ma'am na whenever something hits, you write it down kagad.
Yes. Because makakalimutan mo kasi. Hindi mo alam. It's a really, really good idea na. And then if hindi mo siya isulat, parang ano na nga yun, parang may naalala ako.
Yes. And that's how a lot of great ideas parang escape you. Pero nasa ano mo, 'di ba, sa utak mo parang naisip ko na yung magandang gawin eh.
Yes. Kaya I have this notebook talaga beside me na that just for story, for just ideas.
So it's not like it comes out of nowhere. it does come out of nowhere, pero you write it down and then you
Yes,
work on it
yes.
when you
Yeah.
have time na.
Yes.
I thought parang kasing it's super admirable if like pag upo mo, you can think of something at once so
No,
you can
no,
work on
no.
it.
There's
So,
we are having those every artist maybe has those that yeah, you just have to sit in front of your computer or your tablet for just 1 hour without anything.
okay. Ayun, we've thought, na-mention natin yung mga titles that you did, like Katunga. I'm pronouncing it correctly now.
Katunga.
Katunga. And then, what was the other one?
DDK, Deception of a Demon King.
Deception of a Demon King. We'll be putting up yung links na lang para they can take a look.
Okay lang,
Kasi
okay lang.
like I'm saying, I've been interviewing other creators that were, ang tawag dun? Perhaps stopped for a bit na kasi nga life got in the way as in they're working or doing something else. Pero yun nga, I think it's a disservice for yung mga readers and the other creators that they do not have access or can see yung works nyo din. So, that's one of yung goals actually nung show na to.
Nice.
I'm calling it a show but it's more of like just usapan lang between creators na mas may pakilala ulit yung mga things that you did before. So, it's nice that you have like meron tayong mababalikan na mga pages and comics na nalagay nyo online. Of course, much nicer if you have like the printed comics still available.
Yeah. I just opened my last update and then the comment was come back. I've been waiting since forever. Oh no, my reader, sorry. I'm very busy.
Well, they'll probably be happy when you announce that you have a project na ulit.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Next year, guys.
One other thing about your process and about influences ulit. Do you like actively nagpepeg ka ng gusto mong itsura from other artists? Yung style? Hindi, no? You just like to read other people's work. Pero you don't really like actively like try to ape kung ano yung ginagawa nila.
Yes, actually, kasi never ako, siguro I have only done 3 fan arts in my whole life as an artist. I don't actually copy from anyone. Okay, I want this kind of this type of illustration. I'm doing something that from zero, from nothing. But I do appreciate. I usually buy comics that have really really good drawings because it inspires me, and then I tend to get other techniques from them as well, but not as in completely copy them.
Kasi I can see that naman kasi yung hindi mo talaga madadiscern from looking at your artwork that you're like going yung way of a famous mangaka na you're trying to copy yung line art niya. Diba? Kasi you see that with other artists like he draws exactly like great or he draws exactly like ganyan. Pero whenever I see your work parang it's one of the things that's why I wanted to invite you to be part of Sulyap was very distinct yung work mo that it has a manga influence. Pero in a way that you could not really pinpoint kung sino yung manga influence mo.
Yes. Because hindi ako yung type na I also like artists like Takehiko Inoue Sensei. I also like Yana Toboso, but not to the point na as in super gusto ko sila na I wanna copy them because I'm also a continuous improvement engineer.
Yeah.
Because that side, that's why I don't just stick to because this is good, I want to copy him. No, because every illustration is not perfect, right? So you also have to check other people's design, not to check, but to get inspiration from them. And then yes, that's why I like drawing because usually when I'm stressed, I like drawing those very very tiny details.
Yes, so that's another thing yung artwork ni ma'am. It's very detailed. And if she does like backgrounds, you could see yung details ng backgrounds.
Yes. Kahit yung mga maliliit na
And
super detailed
when
na
she
talaga siya.
draws thorns, hindi mo siya makita magdadayan. It's just a brush that uses yun. And she will draw each thorn talaga.
Yes. Recently I've been drawing in my tablet, digital, because I really, really like traditional. I've been drawing my comics in traditional actually, but recently I've been in digital, and I was trying to buy. I bought a lot of assets from Clip Studio. Almost every beautiful and nice assets that Clip Studio has, I bought them. But I have used zero of those assets.
Parang wala ata sa talaga sa
I tried using
character
them.
mo na parang gumamit ng pre-made assets.
Yes, I actually tried it. I tried using those assets, and then I was like, no, hindi ko gawa to.
Oh yeah, nagkikick in yung other discipline ng mind mo with yung
you're not satisfied because I can't feel that I made the whole drawing if I use assets. Yes.
So, may compulsion ka lang talaga. It's a compulsion of you want yung feeling that you did everything.
Yes. Yes, because the feeling na satisfied ka dun sa ginawa mo, wala siya if you're using assets. Actually, sa digital, I'm trying to get that feeling na satisfied ka sa work mo because I still can't feel na as in gawa ko to parang ganon ko digital. Parang mas masaya talaga siya pag traditional.
Yeah. Meron naman talaga mga artists that have that preference talaga. Okay. So, ano ba bang question? Experiences mo na lang with since you're there and you can compare now yung culture, manga culture, drawing culture, comics culture dyan, and yung budding pa lang na pag-rediscover dito sa atin. Kasi we talked about how your father used to buy funny comics. So we used to have the same industry din naman. Not as big or pushed like ganon. Pero we did have some sort of industrial era din ng comics. Pero it's currently wala. So, pero dyan, it never stopped. So,
you know, when I started FHATE Comics, ang pinaka-target ko talaga is to make Jump, similar as here.
Yeah,
the Jump Comics. They
that's
have this one.
That's
Jump
yung
Comics.
Format of FHATE. That's the format of FHATE,
yes.
Diba?
We have different artists inside one comic book. I really wanted to make Jump Comics in the Philippines. That's why I started FHATE. Even now, I have that dream. Pag nag-milyonaryo na ako, wait lang guys. Wait lang guys ha. Wait kayo. It's still my dream. Please wait. That's my target when I started FHATE, because I know that there are a lot of good artists in the Philippines.
Yeah, totoo yan, totoo.
As in,
Testament
dito
yan
kasi
is,
sa
di ba yung
Japan,
ano?
you know what,
Testament.
dito sa Japan, they have a lot of books, CD, already made na mga backgrounds, na mga position. You just have to trace it. So, pag nakakita ka ng manga artist, especially digital, hindi mo siya masasabi na as in maganda, magaling siya because of everything that is available.
Meron na siyang resources na available.
Yes. If you're talking about resources, there are so many resources here in Japan. Sa Philippines kasi, wala tayong masyadong resources, right? Kaya yung mga artist talaga sa Philippines is magagaling. Yun lang talaga masasabi ko. Magagaling ang mga artist na sa Philippines. So, parang, I'm one of those people siguro na nasasayangan na we can do something like Jump in the Philippines. Ang problema lang talaga is how can we start it and how can we actualize it?
Yeah.
Kaya, yes, that's why I started. Actually, when I transferred here in Japan, I'm a little bit sad because I have to leave FHATE. Yes, because I want to make that one. They have this one in Japan. Kahit sino kasi pwedeng submit dito sa Japan. Every month they have this contest na pwede mong ipass yung works mo. And then pag nakapasok ka, kung sa Jump Comics ka, it's about 1 million ata ang price. If sa Square ka, it's 1.5 million. And then pag sa Kodansha ka, it's about 3 million. So imagine yung pera na matatanggap mo, nag-drawing ka lang for 1 month.
Yes.
In case. Tapos, yun nga, nagiging anime siya. Kung
if it, di ba, if it hits certain numbers, it will become an anime.
Oo.
Tapos it will have yung compilations and it will have yung ganyan.
Yan, tankobon, they will have the tankobon.
Yeah. And actually yung part na wala, yung luma nating industrial era, kasi di ba, we have like tons of great titles pero it never really goes anywhere unless it becomes a movie.
Yes.
Parang wala tayong counterpart with the animation side. And parang yun nga, it never got like compiled into bigger books, diba? Diba? Which sayang, diba? Kasi ang dami nating ganun din before.
Yes, we have a lot of great artists in the Philippines. Because usually when I go to Comic-Con, kasi mayaman kasi yung culture natin. Yung mga aswang, and yung mga ikanta.
Yung part pa lang nung when we're talking about yung artists ng FHATE which have different geographical backgrounds. Yung geographical backgrounds and it's filled with different cultures. Diba? I mean, you from Bacolod and me from being from Batangas, as in magkaiba rin yung culture din natin.
We have a lot, which is kaya nga, for example, yung ginawa ko kato nga is about yung mga aswang nga. Parang, ang dami kasi, ang so rich yung culture natin na nasasayang siya. And then, ang daming magagaling na artist na hindi sila nabibigyan ng enough na chance. Parang sayang. Yun yung reason bakit may FHATE. Wait lang, guys. Parang ganun.
Okay lang, sige. Ayan.
Okay. May jump pa ako. Maganda dito, no? Kasi meron silang, wala na to. Inano ko na pala. Inansaran ko na pala to. Hindi, kasi dito, hindi din actually grabe din yung competition dito sa Japan.
Well, yes. I guess yun yung ano niyan.
Meron silang ganito.
Hmm. Survey,
Yes.
parang survey form.
Yes. You have to rank yung
Yun nga, may
comics.
yung ranking. So,
Yes.
it's a whole different weight,
Yeah.
pressure for the artist
Yes.
that dapat sobrang ganda nung gagawin mo kasi it's being ranked by the readers. So,
Kasi,
ibang ibang set of stress and pressure sa
kaya hindi rin pwede na as in, okay lang, gawa lang ako ng story.
yeah.
No! You
Yun
should
nga,
compete.
and wala pa tayo dun sa point na yun that we have that same culture of paggawa ng comics. Kasi month in, month out, yan, di ba weekly yan?
Weekly to?
Di ba
They
weekly
have
yan
weekly and they have monthly.
Di ba? Yung kung if you're a weekly, serialized weekly, imagine mo yung pressure sa'yo as a creator to put in ganyang work week in and week out. Di ba? Parang, wala pa actually maturity of most of our creators since ang tagal nating nawalan ng deadlines. Most of our creators here right now are working on their own time. If they're working on their own title. Yes. Pero yung naman, we do have that naman that kasi like you said, the Filipino talent is so great that a lot of other nationalities are actually employing yung mga Filipino artists to emulate yung mga comics sa Japan. Kasi magaling nga Kasi magaling talaga.
Agree.
Yun lang. Pero yun nga, I think for that type of system to work here, ang laki talaga ng shift. Malaki talaga shift with the discipline and yung culture of making comics. Malaki talaga yung shift.
Wala. Hindi pa pwede.
Kailangan nating talunin muna.
Yes, hindi pa pwede.
Pero it's baby steps. As in, we see a lot of groups that are trying to do the same thing. Diba? Online nga lang, hindi print, which is mas maganda sana kung print. Pero wala kasi may resources so.
Yes. Yun yung problema no? Saka mahal din kasi yung printing sa atin
Well, yeah, pero I mean, if you think about it, kasi ways to lessen it, there are ways to lessen how much money you would shell out for printing. Say, imagine if it's a national scale distribution, like what used to happen with the funny comics and the other local comics. Advertising is always there, and other people are willing like to put advertising sa mga ganyan. Kung ganun nga kalawak yung market.
No. Kaso wala naman.
And we used to have that. We really used to have the same. It's a much clunkier system, not as streamlined with Japan na talagang may yung ranking and everything. Pero nga, talking to yung mga editor natin from that age, we used to have that same din. Kasi doon ko lang nalaman na yung madalas makover nung comics, usually yung title that receives more fan mail.
Yes.
Ganun yung sa atin.
Yes, same din
Very similar, di ba?
Yes. Kahit siguro sa funny comics, kung sino yung maraming, yung mga fan mail, fan
diba?
art.
Sila yung cover.
Sila yung cover palagi.
I thought dati na siya na rotating, parang since title siya. Tapos when I talked to an editor before, I found out na ganun yung sistema. Kung sino may pinakamaraming input, may nagbigay ng mga fan mail and other siya usually nako-cover.
Kasi usually ang fan pag bibili ng comics, parang favorite ko yan! Kukunin agad! Kukunin agad yung comics. Pero pag yung front cover is parang yung other comics na hindi naman siya ganun hindi siya familiar or parang dinadaanan-daanan niya lang pag binabasa niya, parang hindi niya bibili.
Pero bibilin pa rin niya eventually kasi yung favorite na title niya nandun pa rin. Kasi ganun din, yung yung sequence of putting yung comics, ganun din. As in, everyone wants yung first few pages sa simula kasi those would be the colored ones.
Yes.
So, parang similar. Pero yun nga, wala tayong strict na katulad dun sa kanila na parang pag-rank mo ganyan, nandun ka sa tail end, tapos wala kang colored pages.
Kawawa kawawa nga sila.
Tapos parang, ang nakakatakot pa
Oo.
dyan, di ba, is if you are continuously wala ka dun sa
Sa
top,
down. Oo. So,
may
pinabilaw
malaki
ka.
kang chance na matanggal.
Yes. Wala ka na. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Oo.
Kaya yung mga fan din, dito sa Japan, bumibili talaga sila ng tankobon. Ito, yung tankobon. Yung nakaano na,
Ayan.
na comics. So, bumibili talaga sila nito. Kasi, yung ranking din ng comics is dito din ang gagaling din. Pag walang bumibili, hindi na itutuloy yung story. So ikaw, pag gustong-gusto mo yung comics, you have to buy.
Ayan.
Kaya ang daming second hand dito, second hand na comics. Kasi yung mga fan, bumibili sila ng brand new. Tapos nilang basahin, ibibenta na nila. Tapos naman
ano
nila
lang siya, di ba? Ang ano niyan is, yun din, hindi lang pala yung creators, culture, making culture yung kailangan nating i-develop. Pati yung sa buyers.
Yes.
Kasi for the longest time, Filipinos want yung favorite nila is everything's for free.
Yes.
For free, di ba? For free.
Yes.
Parang numbers are important, di ba? Numbers are important. If you like a creator, support them with your wallet. As in, para malaman ni publisher na tong creator na to, they sell.
Yes.
So, continuously lang silang mabayaran ni publisher at maka-receive ng pera nyo na makagawa, di ba?
Kailangan, I don't know, kasi yung ibang fan ay dahil wala ba silang pera or
hindi, ano lang talaga siya. As in,
or wala talaga sa mind nila na we need to buy this para i-support yung fan natin. Yung author.
Yung idol, di ba?
Idol natin. We need to buy this one. Parang walang ganon.
Parang ang iniisip nila is, hindi ba nila naisip na kailangan nung creator ng ganung klaseng support para ma-continue yun? Kasi, yun din yung kabuhayan nila eh.
Oo. Kaya dito sa Japan, hindi ako bumibili ako ng weekly comics, pero hindi ako bumibili ng mga One Piece na brand new kasi ang dami niyang fans.
Marami na siya.
What I actually do is, binibili ko yung magagandang comics na walang masyadong fan.
Yeah.
Yes. Kasi, ang ganda niya na I know na walang masyadong fan. Gusto kong i-continue. Kaya binibili ko talaga yun ng brand new. Pero yung One Piece...
That's yung yun yung support talaga. Yung when you buy it brand new. Kasi secondary na yung if you buy it second hand.
Yung mga One Piece kasi, meron silang voting sa weekly comics. And I always vote yung One Piece, Boku no Hero Academia, or kung ano ba, doon, as in, binovote ko siya. So, I'm already supporting the author by that. Right? And then, yung iba naman is, yung tankobon, kasi yung One Piece, as in, they have billion fans all over the world, all over Japan. Kaya pwede ka lang bumili na. Pero yung mga, as in, magagandang artist na feeling ko na walang masyadong bumibili, binibili ko talaga yun. I'll buy this one.
Oo, di ba? Parang lang talaga. Dalawang shift mong kailangan mangyari dito. Tatlo actually. Magbago yung mentality of anyone na may pera para mag-invest to do something like that. Tapos the creators din. And the readers na rin. So, marami pang steps tayong kailangan gawin para marating.
Ang readers kasi yung pinaka, dapat i-target eh. Kasi how far would they go for their idol? Parang ganon. Parang
and di ba, naman we have that, meron tayong experience with how rabid Filipino fans are. Especially, well, not locally, pero especially with yung how they support mga mga import natin na mga bagay, like with the Korean novelas, yung K-pop, yung Japanese anime stuff, diba? Parang rabid fans sila, they buy everything then. Hopefully, matranslate natin yan with local products. Diba?
Yes.
So, yun, maganda yung points na, yun nga, I actually I share your dream na we have something like yung Jump kasi it would like offer our younger creators
Opportunity.
an opportunity to, 'di ba, para mas makita yung work nila.
Yes.
And
Yes.
aside from yung money, well,
Yes.
important din yung money. Pero
Yes.
yung meron kang goal talaga as a
Yes.
creator, not just
Yeah.
yung I'm gonna sell this at a convention, at ganyan.
Hmm.
Pero yung meron tayong formal system of like
Hmm.
ganyan nga yung ranking and yung
Hmm.
it gets seen by a lot more people, 'di ba? Yun. As in,
Pero
actually ano yan, madalas din namin pag-usapan yan with my friends. Yung
malayo
mga,
pa, malayo
ah,
pa,
ah,
malayo pa yung
ah,
ganun. That's why when I started Fate, it was all my money. I didn't get any money from any of the members. When I
mm,
started Fate, I, as in, from my own pocket. Tapos yan na yung as in yung pag-start namin, sarili ko siyang money. Then yung printing namin, as in, I don't take any money from any of the members because I know na mahirap talaga ang buhay sa Philippines. And then, I know na mahirap talaga na yung may passion ka for comics, you want your works to be published, but you don't have the money and the resources for it. Parang ang hirap kasi ng ganon. That's why when I started Fate, as in hindi ako, as in lahat, ako yung nagbayad lahat ng printing. And then yun na yung yung ano namin, as in yung start up lang na money is akin. Tapos yun na, kasi nagkaroon na kami ng benta, lumaki na yung pera.
saka napapaikot nyo na, no? Napapaikot
Yes,
nyo na yung money.
napapaikot na. Oo.
So, future plans, ma'am. I know you're doing something. I'm not gonna push you to tell more details.
Sorry.
So I'm just gonna no. I'm just gonna like give you na parang good luck with yung project. I hope it gets
Yes.
success para mas and hopefully nga plans for any of local work dito. Meron ba?
Right now wala pa actually. I have projects here in Japan. Hopefully next year. And then no, not hopefully next year, but the target is next year. Tapos if ever siguro maybe I would visit. I'm planning actually to make a project with the other Fate members, but I'm still planning about it. And then maybe after I transfer, because I'm planning to transfer work, and then I'm also planning to transfer to a new house. So after that one, and then my project in Japan, I want to make a joint project with with the Fate members. I've been planning it right now. I have just not talk with everyone because everyone is actually busy with their work, but I'm planning and how to get them to this project because I also need the resources. Alam mo na
Yeah.
yun. Resources.
Important with any project yan, yung resources na yan.
Yes, and I'm also checking about if I want to print it here in Japan. Here in Japan or in the Philippines, I'm still planning about it because I actually don't have any contacts right now in the Philippines except my younger sister. Last time she went to Comic Con. I think you remember that one. She was the one who picked up all that.
Yeah.
You remember that one? I ordered online. I talked to the authors, and then I have my sister pick it up for me. So I'm still trying to plan for that one. So I hope next year, or yeah, I'm planning it next year actually.
So yun, hopefully we'll see more works nga from ma'am and yung group actually, the whole group is maging active ulit as a group.
Busy
It's
na
fun
kasi
din naman
sila
kasi
lahat.
I could see din naman post about other stuff din with yung what's happening with them. Diba?
Yes, busy na kasi lahat. For example, me, I'm busy with my Japanese. Hopefully, if makapas na talaga ako this December, as in, hindi na ako kailangan mag-study. Yes! I don't need to study because it's the highest level of Japanese. So if I pass this December, 100% concentrate na ako sa sa comics next year. So actually after the exam, this December 5, I will go back to comics na December 5. Then next year, my project. Tapos may mga project na rin kasi sila eh. That's why I need resources then to make them work. Parang yes.
So yun. One last thing, advice na lang for those who are looking into becoming comics creators sa Philippines. Philippines ha? Hindi dyan. Kasi parang ibang level of discipline yung para dyan eh.
Just draw. Join Comic Convention. Comic-Con. It is one of your exposure, and then at the same time, if you're trying to target the comic industry, pag Comic-Con kasi, for example, pag sumali ka sa Comic Convention, parang may target deadline ka na you have to finish on this day, and then kailangan mo pang i-print siya. So, parang practice mo na rin siya. Kasi sa comics industry, it's not just na, okay, magdo-drawing ako. You also have to, yung kailangan mo meet yung mga deadlines. That's why, if you're targeting sa comic industry, try to make your own comics. Try to join comic convention. Sell your works. And then, pag magaling ka kasi, manonotice ka talaga.
Yes,
sa totoo lang.
Totoo lang naman.
Sa totoo lang.
Manonotice ka naman talaga.
Yeah,
Magaling.
sa totoo lang. Someone will notice you. That's why you have to sell your artwork. It's not just na drawing ako. And be consistent.
Ayan. So where can they follow you? Socials mo? Art pages lang, hindi personal.
Open naman ang Facebook ko. Actually, I have a page. Art page. I just started it, but wala pa talagang nakapost doon because I'm studying. And then, I also have a DeviantArt. Siguro ako yung pinakamadaling hanapin sa internet. Just type my name, Amjie. You can see everything there. And then, also I have webtoons. So, my name is kinda different there. Piaya Special. My name is Piaya Special. It's Piaya because I'm from Bacolod. The delicacy of Bacolod, that's why it's Piaya. You can read Deception of the Demon King there, but to updates, my fans were already crying. I'll update it after I study, guys.
So yun. Thank you very much for your time, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Yes.
medyo
nice
medyo
you.
nakaka-miss din yung presence nyo sa mga events. Well, actually 2 years namin walang events. So okay lang.
I miss you though. Pag next time, promise pagtapos na yung mga COVID na yan. Punta ako sa
pag
convention.
pwede na tayong lumabas ulit.
Yes. Punta din ako dyan. Grabe yung convention dito pag pumunta ka.
Alam ko, it won't compare sa atin kasi sobrang laki ng mga dyan kasi distal natin.
Grabe. Tapos yung mga fan, as in, grabe yung pila. Pag idol ka talaga nila. Pwede ka pag dito ka, no? As in, gawa ka ng comics mo, punta ka Kobe Convention, ibenta mo. Ganun lang. Tapos as in, magiging sikat ka na. Marami kang fan. Ask Aubrey. She has been here in Comic Convention.
So yun. Thank you, Let. Thank you. Sa lahat na nanood, sa lahat na nakinig, thank you very much. Please do leave a like. Share this video to your friends. Share this to anyone who is interested in Filipino comics. Subscribe to the channel. Kung ayaw niya naman, okay lang din. Pero if you're interested in listening into our conversations with our comics personalities, I do drop a conversation every 4 p.m. every day. Filipino comics personalities lang. And
Like and subscribe, guys.
stay safe, stay healthy,
Stay
stay at home
safe.
muna tayo lahat. Bye guys, tsaka see you sa next videos. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.